When I noticed the energy meter at the end of day one, and knowing the kind of person I am, it was always going to be a problem. Now I know it's there, I'm constantly watching it, trying to figure it out. Because I don't know what happens if it gets to 0, and I'm scared of finding out the hard way. You see, in 2026, my gamer rehab is to stop reaching out to Google whenever I don't know something in a game. I've been playing Stardew for less than an hour now, and it's already the 3rd time I've had the urge to fire up Google. And for the first time I start wondering, how much has Googling gaming mechanics shaped me over the years? Because the energy meter's changing how I think. I don't see a tree and think about chopping it for wood. I see a trade. 20 energy for 20 wood, 50 wood for a chest, 50 energy for storage. Every action's becoming maths. And while that's kind of always how I've played games, in a cold, efficient, optimised way, there's always been a wiki there whenever I needed a little hand-holding. But now I'm taking Google away, and I don't know if I'm playing optimally or making my life 10 times harder than it needs to be. I'm exposed. I've got to learn the hard way, by making mistakes. And this time, all the mistakes are mine. Now, it didn't take long to notice how proficient I am at spending energy, especially when I keep burning it by swinging my tools at the locals. But when it comes to replenishing energy, I've either skipped that tutorial or haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, on day 2 I'm invited to the beach. Willie gives me his old rod and I start to fish. And this creates a couple of problems. Fishing is a huge energy sink, and as I quickly realised, it's the fastest way for me to generate cash for the red backpack upgrade. With crops, I've got to wait days for them to grow, and right now I don't even know if they're going to return a profit. But with the fish I've just caught, I can sell those to Willie, who's 5 seconds away. Instant cash. And that's dangerous information for someone like me. It's just my terrible energy sustain, which feels like a physical handbrake on generating a boatload of cash. I've never been a fan of handbrakes, so I start fishing less and exploring more. On day 3 I find a patch of spring onions, and it's a discovery that feels accidental and brilliant at the same time. Because on day 4, a TV show tells me about the spring onions I'd found yesterday. I head back, and there's a mountain of them. On day 5, there's another load of onions to harvest. And as my fishing skill has been levelling up, its energy cost is dropping. Spring onions are giving me a way to replace the energy I'm spending, and it finally feels like I'm ready to start making some cash. Except, even in its opening hour, Stardew has a way of reminding me that nothing here is ever that simple. And without my self-inflicted chain of needing to play optimally, I notice something else. The moment I felt safe, new mechanics felt like opportunities, or distractions, depends on your perspective. I have a new dog who I name Billions to play with. Unlocking the community centre feels like I've just prized open a door the game expects me to walk through. There's small wins that feel like progress and quietly pull me away from efficiency. The spring onions give me that feeling of, what else haven't I discovered yet? And that's the danger of confidence. You can't rely on it to point you in the right direction. Once I stopped worrying about survival, I started wandering. Not forwards, just away. And getting the red backpack now felt inevitable. Looking back, I could have had that backpack a couple of days earlier. But even after a little bit of time without Google, I was already not chasing progress anymore. I was chasing curiosity. I was chasing discovery. And discovery doesn't care how long it takes. It felt like my first real success. Not luck, not a fluke, something I'd earned. You know what happens next, right?